Jinx.
Yeah.
And now making a murderer.
Making a murderer.
Has people are actually petitioning the president to pardon the main guy in that. So I'm thinking hard, how can we get a true crime connection for the best show? I don't know if you're familiar with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice has a website.
No.
But you are familiar that in Texas they're still executing people.
Sure.
On the website, they will give you a schedule of who's up for the next executions.
Oh, God.
And then they also have a page, once the execution has happened, you'll get the last statement from the offender. You get the offender's history, why he's being executed.
Sure.
And then you get a link to their last statement. And their last statements are usually bad. They don't really put a lot of effort into it. And I was thinking, what if Friends of Tom, sort of started a pen pal situation with a convict that's about to be executed.
Oh, God.
And get this person to do a shout out to the best show in their last statement. Can you imagine the headlines that the show would get?
The headlines. Yeah.
And right now there are 8 guys ready to be executed between, there's a couple this month, which is probably too late. But we've got eight guys, on the chopping block. I've sort of looked at their history.
Yeah.
3 of them there's two I'm immediately throwing out. John Battaglia, he killed his 2 daughters, which is horrible. I don't want to associate the show with this particular
thank you,
individual.
Mike. I appreciate the discretion.
Yeah. And there was another guy who shot a 12-year-old, he beat them up with a pipe and a shovel. So, I throw those guys out. I've got 3 that I think might be good candidates.
Okay.
Coy Wayne Westbrook. He killed 3 people after he caught his ex-wife in a threesome. I thought that might be it might have, elements of sex in there that might be interesting. But then there are 2, Adam Ward and Robert Pruitt. They're both in our key demographic. They're in their mid-30s. And I thought these might be good candidates for people to reach out. Nathan For You style, I think this might be. Where we can... Maybe we can get Nathan Fielder down there to go through the penitentiary, going through the gates. Can you imagine that? To speak to these guys to see if they can include the best show in their last statement. What do you think?
I did it. I did it. I made it happen.
Mike, I think we have a confession right now on the half-hour power.
I made it.
Who is this?
Kindler. It's Kindler. I call myself Kindler.
It's Andy Kindler.
I know.
The top.
What happened to me? What happened to me?
Showbiz's top stand-up.
That's true. I was named by Paste Magazine's not top 75 Twitter accounts. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm still depressed about that.
You're here with AP Mike and Pat Byrne, Andy Kindler.
Hi, Andy.
Oh, my God.
Top.
How's it going?
Top comic.
Good.
How's it going, Andy?
It's an honor.
And this is a guy who works clubs, right? This is a guy
It sounds more sad every time you describe it. Here's a guy. He's out there. He's doing it. He's not letting his age get in the way. He's ambulatory. He can't. Maybe it's not as funny as it was. Maybe he doesn't have energy. Maybe he's overly bitter. But he's out there and he's doing it.
Well, who said you're not as funny as you? I think you're funnier than ever.
Yeah.
That's my new self-deprecating #self-deprecation 2016.
So you're self-deprecating and you get people to go, "Oh, that's not true, Andy."
That's exactly right. And it doesn't feel as good as I thought it would.
It doesn't. Yeah, doesn't seem to be getting you where you wanted to go.
Yeah, it doesn't work like in the old days where, I think I have to vary up my self-deprecation. You know what? 'Cause I'm really no good, right?
Oh, stop. That's,
Okay, he's working us now.
yeah. I feel exactly. It feels like a con. Like you're somebody's asking you a question on the street.
What do I know? I'm just a guy out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm no better. I'm no worse.
Look, you are better. You are better. You're the real deal. In a
I know,
world full of phonies and half-wits and the semi-talented, a guy like you stands up and people realize this guy's the real deal.
Do I cut through the noise? Is that what I do? Do I flip the script? Do I turn the table? What's day is night by the time I'm done with you?
You're not afraid to call out Jerry Seinfeld, which I admire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I what was recently that he did? Recently something happened that he did again.
You bought a car?
Not the gay French king thing.
No, I know what you mean. You tweeted about it.
Yeah, he. Oh yes, he has a Swanson's Hungry Man Dinners bit that will knock your socks off.
Yeah, I saw him do that on Stephen Colbert.
Mm-hmm.
And he complained afterwards when it didn't get a big reaction that the PC police are after him again.
You see, because the thing is, Swanson Hungry Man Dinners, it's like saying I give up.
Are they even still out there?
That's exactly it. I haven't seen one of those things.
He goes, what? Yeah, what's with these Swanson Hungry Man Dinners? Many people are saying, what? I didn't know it was still a thing to say, what's it with?
Yeah. By the time you get to the peach cobbler, you're like,
what's the apple pie?
yeah.
Why do I sound like Jackie Vernon? The apple pie.
Everybody
I do
now.
admire. What's that?
That's your Jackie Vernon impression?
I don't really do. I do him once removed. Because my friend Mike Rowe used to do him. He used to do the Bavarian. Who's the guy who did the Bavarian cream pie? Not Mike Rowe, the dirty job guy. The old Mike Rowe from comedy. What's the guy who does the Bavarian cream pie?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Could that be a stinky? Maybe I'm doing a stinky bit from the old happening.
Who else can you do impressions of, Andy Kindler? Nobody hears you do impressions.
Well, don't you know? We mean besides Pigpen, which I've made into a cottage industry.
Besides who?
Pigpen.
Pigpen. That's right. I want to get it. You're going to get it?
I'm going to get it. Oh, this little lady over there wants to have, don't you want a piece of it, baby? Oh, you got to have it. Baby. Everybody needs to get it. It's the 70s.
Did you ever hear some of the shows where he's doing his rap, in the middle of the song, and then he's inviting? I guess this was like his bit of comedy. He would tell the guys to get their hands out of their pockets, to quit playing pocket pool.
So,
hey, come on, everybody! Hands where I can see them. Hands where I can see them.
That's what guys do at dead shows.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Cherry's jamming, and they're playing pocket pool.
Of course, we never had to know about this, though. That's the thing that really sticks in my craw. This should have been a secret. Had the decision been made to not release Extend Europe 72, which was already a 3 LP offering. Mm-hmm. Let's go back in.
So
Mike hadn't brought it to the station. It would all be buried.
He, in the Grateful Dead community, he's like a traitor. He's like, if he goes out and does his thing, they're just like, you're that guy who brought up Pigpen.
No, but the thing is, there are all these factions already built in. Mm-hmm. There are people I know who will not listen to anything Pigpen's on. Uh-huh. That's the anti-Pigpen segment of the audience.
This is my dream. This is my dream Dead show. This is my dream Dead show in terms of lineup. Of course, Jerry, Bob. Who's the other one?
Phil.
Of course, Bob and Phil. Then you got Mickey.
Yeah.
And who's the other drummer?
Kreutzmann.
Bill.
Bill. Bill what?
Right.
Bill Kreutzmann.
Kreutzmann.
Mickey, what's Mickey's name?
Hart.
Mickey Hart, them. Then on keys, Vince Welnick.
Well, I'm already out the door now.
And then Bruce Hornsby also.
I should bring in some Vince Welnick dead stuff, because in the middle of songs you're just hearing this high-pitched whining sound, and you think there's like, is there feedback going on? Oh no, that's what he's playing. You realize that's going through the whole song.
That's just him making the sound audibly.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy, what is this?
But if I only had one,
jazz.
That's part of it. If I only had one,
Jazz.
If I only had one to pick, I'd go with Keith Gottschalk and Donna Gottschalk.
Yeah,
I have had some problems with some of Donna's harmony.
Donna the Destroyer. That's her nickname.
But she's like,
Pat, you hate the Grateful Dead, right?
Yeah, I do, and I mean,
So it's 2 versus 2.
Yeah.
It's the great debate.
I have skeletons in the closet somewhere. That's my literal skeletons in the closet.
oh, I thought you actually were telling us something about your life. Sheldon's in the closet.
There's
No, everybody. It's something that I'm not ashamed of it, but I know I can't argue with anybody about it. Really.
What's that?
You know,
The Dead.
loving the
Your
Grateful
love
Dead.
of the
I mean, I love them to a degree, and I also love Jerry Garcia's solo stuff. And I love Jerry Garcia when he played the Dylan. I'm sure Mike, you like that too, right?
Well, no, that's not a good period for me either. And actually, the Jerry Garcia solo stuff, you know, the shows, the pacing is like, you know, you realize, oh, Bob Weir served a function in the Grateful Dead. You know, he'd break up the 10-minute songs. But when you listen to a Jerry Garcia show, every song is 10 minutes long. And it's just like, it wears you down after a while.
Well,
You know?
I would love to see like a meeting of the real Deadheads and Mike. And within a half hour, everybody's going to be, you know what, I don't like this band anymore. This guy's bringing me down.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Not religious.
there was a website where I was trading with these guys, and I was kind of the apostate, because, you know, I got off the bus with Brent Midland. You know, that was when I was done.
Right.
I was done when he entered the picture, and these guys went crazy.
Andy?
That's hard to imagine being that upset. Yeah, you got to move along, right?
No. I would love it if first thing you could do I've just heard your Jackie Vernon, and now I want to hear you do more impressions.
Okay.
Is there anybody else you see if I can? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Well, everybody does. Yes, eh? All right. But then there's also I do the guy from The Wizard of Oz. I think it's spot on. Everyone hates it. You've killed her. She's dead. Long live Dorothy. By the way, I'm bailing on it as I'm hearing the horrible non-reaction. That's my problem with impressions.
That was one of the farmers, right?
That was someone, I don't know, something from that movie. Why am I doing an impression from The Wizard of Oz? Let's go to a special buffet in heaven where Jimmy Durante was.
Who else do you do?
There's a very special buffet in heaven.
This sounds... What about this?
Our Carney is there.
How about this? Andy Kindler, the next special you do, Stars Presents. Or Epics. We'll get you on Epics. Epics.
Yes.
Epics presents Andy Kindler, a special buffet in heaven. Right?
Yes.
And it's a table. People, you come out and there's a buffet table with all different chairs,
right.
And then you go, "Hey everybody, it's me, Andy Kindler," and you're like weirdly like down like a little bit, and you're like, "We're in heaven right now, and we're gonna go to this buffet table and see who's here. Who's sitting at this seat? Wyatt's, and who would it be?"
Can we talk? There's not enough crudité. Can we talk?
So, at this table we have Joan Rivers.
So, Melissa. Get me a tray. Get me some. Get me soup.
Okay. All right. Now, who's over at this seat here at the
Hey,
buffet?
I say, hey, Hickory Dickory Dock. Would it kill him to have some fresh fruit?
Andrew Dice Clay's dead.
Oh, it's a heaven. I forgot the
It's
premise.
heaven.
Look there, partner. John. The way I do it, I sell it.
Johnny
I say
Carson?
The name.
I was going to request
John
Carson.
Wayne. I say the name, and then people have to get it. I'm John Wayne, and I'd like to have a hamburger. What does he say?
That's the number one rule of impressions, is to announce.
To identify. How about Johnny Carson? Can I hear your Johnny Carson?
Well, it was. I don't want to say that the buffet was not well attended. I can't do anything, right?
What
I can't do it.
Peter Lorre?
You know, I thought the guy, what's his name? You mean MacFarlane, Seth MacFarlane? Didn't he originate that voice?
Maybe he did.
He was Peter Lorre. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
He didn't get the voice from Peter Lorre,
He went back in time and took it.
I hope Seth MacFarlane ruins every genre. He's ruined the Western. He's ruined crooning.
Wait, you think he ruined the Western?
Comedy.
I thought that was
He ruined science fiction.
I thought that was a pretty solid Western.
You did not see that movie.
I did.
Scharpling.
I saw it. I thought it was a pretty convincing Western. You didn't? I thought it was better than The Searchers.
I hate to differ. I hate to differ with you on this one, but I just didn't buy the premise.
It would. I thought
being in a movie.
That movie was called what? The Good, the Bad, and the Unfunny.
The horrible, the worse than horrible, and they're so unwatchable. You wish there had never been the invention of moving images.
Yeah, or the one I said.
Who is the actress?
No, Tom. I'm the guy who keeps pitching after we've come up with the joke.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a house number for you. I got a house number. Check it out.
House number. Was that Mike?
That one, right?
Who was the actress in that movie?
Charlize Theron.
Oh, yeah. And there were all these sort of sincere, earnest scenes with her that had like a creepy vibe to them. Like he just wrote these scenes so he could interact with her.
Yeah, him with
it was bizarre.
Those weird white choppers in his mouth.
I can't believe, I swear to God, I cannot believe. Was this something that was given to you as a bonus for watching something else?
The movie?
Yeah.
It was like a Saw situation.
Did you say Saw?
Yeah.
Did Seth MacFarlane remake those?
No, I was in one of those situations. It was like I had to pick. I had to either do that or chop my hand off with an axe. And I thought about it, but then I decided to watch the movie, and I still regret that decision.
Well, because severing your hand is an actual real experience.
2016, Andy Kindler. What can we look forward to from you?
Well, I didn't ask you to set me up with a softball down the center of the plate, but I'm on my Northwest tour this weekend, and I even put, and this is a big thing for me, I put my road dates on my website, which hasn't changed in 25 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm going up. Okay, guys, I'll give everybody a chance to recover from the excitement. So I'm going 4 cities in 4 nights. I'm doing it like you and John Worster do it, the big time.
So the website. So what? The website's andykindler.com.
It unfortunately is //calendar.
And you, what are these dates? Let's hear these dates.
Thursday, Bellingham, Washington. This week, I can't remember the name of the club. Friday, El Corazon Theater in Seattle. Saturday, Mississippi Studios in Portland. Very small venues. I say small venues so that people can have an intimate experience.
Yeah, it's a chance.
Yeah.
You've turned your back. You've foregone the big rooms this time.
I know, and I could do them. It's not a matter of the fact that there's no chance in the world that I would sell out tickets and I'd take a bath. That's not the reason why I'm not doing.
No, you're like, you go to these cities and you're like, oh, the Pepsi Center. No, tell me more about this Magoobies.
I am absolutely sure that I am going to play in Magoobies. You put that out into the universe. Then Magoobies, Irish comedy pub.
Yeah. So what are the rest of the dates?
So Friday's going to be in Seattle at the El Corazon.
Yes.
Corazon. Saturday in Portland at Mississippi Studios. And then Sunday in Eugene, Oregon, somewhere. I can't remember the name right now. But, wait, I got it now. It says I'm not connected to the Internet.
Okay. Is that the name of the theater?
Yeah.
That's the name of the place, and not connected to the Internet?
Wild Buffalo House of Music is what I'm playing in Bellingham.
Okay. Do they know?
It's a bringer show, Tom.
It's a bringer show. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to bring 10 people. And Old Nick's in Eugene, which is famous. Old Nick's is where REM first played.
Okay.
No.
So it's REM's first show and your last show.
Right. You know what? I think I have developed the horrible comedian tick of fake laughing after my joke. It's really sad. It's so sad.
No, it's...
I'm cracking myself up, Tom. My own humor is killing me.
You're funny.
That would be you as my manager, right? Wouldn't that be how you sound?
Andy, you're funny. Andy. No, you're not quitting, Andy. No. You're funny, Andy. You're funny. Look, it didn't go well. I don't know what to say. Look.
I have a more honest manager than me.
It's true.
We can all agree.
It's true. It didn't go well. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It didn't go well.
A guy who never gets good news, and my manager still says, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Things are bad to you.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's worse than ever.
Meet the audience halfway, Andy.
Yeah.
Meet them halfway.
Andy, you just need to... Andy, why can't you just do the stuff that people want to hear?
Why don't you like your material, and then others will like it?
Yeah, Andy, I've seen you do shows. At some point, Andy, you've got to do the joke rather than just to do the room.
Right. That's right. People don't need to know why the joke didn't work, what you were thinking when you wrote the joke, why you chose that kind of humor. They don't like the deconstruction.
Yeah.
Actually, I think now it's getting too real. This is actually the real reason why I'm not. Who's a big name? Why I'm not. How much you love the Jeff Foxworthy? Mike, I bet you love the Jeff Foxworthy, the best buffet in the USA commercial.
Oh, those commercials where he's like, buffet rule number 14. You can have as many marshmallows as you want.
That's funnier than the actual lines from the commercial. And then they have, my favorite is, you get take-home box. Get the take-home box for $2.99.
Yeah. Take-home box. Can you imagine that garbage, shoveling that garbage into a thing? They should pay you $2.99 to take a box of it out of there. You're just
going to throw it out anyway,
yeah, it's
right?
Dumpster. It's a dumpster chow.
Can I put more of the food in a temporary home that I can take with me?
Now, Andy, yes, we do have to end because it's a half-hour power, and we're well past the half-hour.
I know. I appreciate that. This was fun.
This was fun. I'm gonna. You know what? After this appearance, I'm going to invite you onto the big show, onto the best show. You
get out of here.
Moving you out of the minors. Moving you out of the minors. Look,
because that hotline number you gave me. 555-555-5555.
Yeah, that one.
It's not a hotline number.
Well,
you have to dial a 1 before the first 5.
It's 1 and then 14 fives.
Yeah. Everybody.
Well, I'm ready to go on the big show. I'll fly myself in.
We're going to move you up.
And put myself up.
Because
I love you.
I sent you down.
Yep.
You got sent down to the minors, but you showed. You still got an arm. This kid's still got an arm.
Yeah.
I don't mind Double A. I don't mind the Texas League. I can't think of any more references.
Yeah.
Well, it was great talking to you guys.
You're like Bull Durham.
That's right. I believe the kisses should be wet. I believe a man should wear a collared shirt, open neck. I believe in spitball. And if you build it, maybe I'll come. Good night,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
Oh boy.
There's
Wow.
no reason.
All right,
Oh,
Ed.
there's no reason. Took it in the gutter.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Andy.
Andy,
I love you guys.
you're a hero.
Take care, Andy.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Be good.
All right.
All right, let's wrap it up. Mike, anything you want to say on the way? I know you're trying to make your push for death row for working on that. I'm going to let you pursue that on your own
Yeah,
time.
I'm throwing it out there. We'll see what people, how they respond, and, maybe there'll be a true crime connection.
Sure. Let's see. Anything, Matt, you're at Masses Sunday?
Sundays and now Wednesdays.
Now Wednesdays. People can swing by if they're in the area. Go to Bayonne.
Yeah.
Pat Byrne,
Yes.
what's up?
Comedians in cars.
Yeah, I was like, wait, you're on that?
No. Macaulay Culkin show at the end of the month. That's Brett Davis's Sunday show at Shea Stadium. I'll be doing some stuff there. And Prove It All Night on the 30th with Julia Rossi and Janelle James.
All right. So, and people can find out more about that over at...
Facebook.com/Prove It All Night Show.
All right. Well, everybody, we're back. Half Hour Power 2016. Thanks for listening, and we will be back in 2 weeks. Have a great night. Bye.